If you've been in the market for a BMW M car and you don't want an M Lie, you want to keep it affordable, these are your best options that you have right now. This question gets asked almost every video, so let's run through it. The first one we're looking at is the F87 BMW M2. This seems to be like the most forgotten about M car for whatever reason. This car reminds me of the E46 and it feels super nimble and it feels almost analog when you drive it. Doesn't feel like a modern BMW, if that makes sense. This really is a Frankenstein car. This is like a mix of an M3 and an M4. It actually uses the same axles as them as well. I believe these are produced from 2016 to 2021. It comes with 364 horsepower, does 0 to 60 in about 4.2 seconds, and has a dual clutch automatic 7-speed, or you can actually get it in a manual as well. The most important part, you could buy one of these from like $35,000 to $38,000 right now, as much as a new Camry. The next one is one of the most slept on M cars. That's actually one of my favorites. This is the BMW X4M. This is essentially the coupe SUV for BMW's lineup. So picture the M4 with just raised roof, a little bit more height, of course. This is not like a kind of thing. This is a literal M4 with a different body. Same exact specs, same everything. It's going to be a little bit slower because it's heavier. Obviously, it's an SUV. But you could pay $80,000 plus for an M4, or you could just buy an X4M for around $40,000. Sometimes even a sub $40,000. Specifically referring to like the 2020 and 2021 models. These are also kind of Frankenstein cars. They're actually in between the F chassis and the G chassis. So you notice things like this looks like the G chassis here, but when you go into the interior, you'll notice some of the parts are from an F chassis car. Not until 2022 that they became a full G series car. So essentially got a facelift. Oh, and if you want a full SUV experience, you can also get the X3M, which is around the same price. I just think the X4M is a little bit more unique. Last but not least, the F82 BMW M4. Specifically looking at 2018 to 2020 models. These cars are running about $40,000 to $45,000. Remember I said the X4M is a mix of this car and the new M4? It's only cosmetically a reference to this M4, not the new one. So this X4M uses all the engine components of a G82. And the F82 actually uses the S55 engine, whereas the new ones use the S58 engine. So just keep that in mind. Those are not that familiar. This is the old M engine and the new M engine is the S58. But come on, you can get 425 horsepower from a twin-turbo inline-6 from this car. Of all the cars on this list, this one's going to be the most powerful. And I would say it's probably the most timeless. So if you have a budget around $40,000, you can save a lot of money and get one of these 3Ms. Hope this helps.